What's up, y'all? So in this video we're gonna go over a few test passes that we had done. We got the car done. It's been running and driving. It's staying a little hot. It slowly creeps up to like 220. It's probably because of radiator size, but I'm gonna do everything in my power to make this radiator work. So right now, as you guys can hear, I'm draining the coolant out of there right now. I'm going to put just water, and then I'm going to try my buddy Paul. I've never heard of this. I guess this is old news, but water wetter. Squirt some of this in there. Apparently, it helps with the heat transfer somehow. I don't know if it works. We're going to try it. We're going to throw water in it. My last resort is I'm probably going to order a Perform fan. This one runs, it's an Amazon deal. It's said it runs 2500 CFM. Who knows if it does or if it doesn't. It's allegedly in the Amazon post it says about 2500 CFM. So judging by that, I'm going to go ahead and say it probably runs 2000 CFM. My buddy Jim had suggested derail fans. I looked up those. I think they do about 2100 max on high. The Perform ones we've seen at PRI go up to 2900. It's hard because a lot of the manufacturers don't make them in a small configuration that do that much CFM. That's what I'm having trouble finding. Obviously, you know, once you go up to like a 16, they go 3000 plus probably, but to get them in the 14-inch configuration is hard. And even the one from Perform is 14-inch, but technically it's like 15 to the OD of the fan like housing itself. So yeah, I'm gonna get a Perform. I'm gonna throw that on. I'm gonna throw strictly just water in it. And then we're going to put this water wetter in there, and we're going to see what it'll do. Like I said, after about a half hour of driving, at idle, it'll stay cooler for a long, long time. It will probably creep up to 220 if I let it idle for like an hour and a half. But when I'm driving, it creeps up even faster, obviously. So I don't think it's got a head gasket issue. It doesn't feel like it's got a head gasket issue. It's not smoking. It's not stinky. But this radiator is small, and I know everyone's fucking told me that. I fully understand that. Worst case scenario, I probably end up selling this turbo kit and doing the single in the center of the grill like I originally wanted, or I don't know. I haven't decided fully yet what I'm thinking of doing. So yeah, right now we're going to switch all that shit out, and then we're going to do a couple test hits. I'm going to go over with you guys kind of how I did that 1D table on that rev limiter right now because I don't have a trans brake in this transmission. I'm leaving for out of town for work tomorrow for a couple weeks. I'll probably go money up on that deal, and then I'm hoping to pick up a trans at some point or have one built. I might get one for like $200 and then have a friend of mine go through it and add the parts we need in it, and then just have this one as a spare would be ideal. So yeah, we're going to get this swapped out, and then we're going to go over that 1D table and see if we can get it to hold on the foot brake. It does have rotors and calipers in the back now instead of drums. I'm hoping that makes a big difference. So I tried it. I'll throw these 3 videos that we did the other night in here in a second, and you guys can hear it. It just gets on the 2-step and starts making boost, which I think I only had a 2-step at 2500, but I think it makes like 4 or 5 pounds. So I'm hoping if we can get, I might even go as far as zip tying this fucking master cylinder cover on, because this, I mean, it holds it, but I don't know. There is some movement there, and I think when I'm fucking double footing, standing on the brake pedal, I think it's pushing it a little bit off. You guys can kind of see where it's kind of pushing it out. So I think I'm going to zip tie that sucker like super hard and make sure the brakes are bled really good. And then we're going to see if we can't get this thing. I'd like to run it up to like 3,000 at least, but I don't know. It's tough on the foot brake. You guys know with the foot brake guys. You guys are on here watching this. You guys are well aware of what we do with trying to get these things to hold it back. But Yeah, until I pick up a trans, I'd like to just kind of make it work how it is, and then obviously the overheating issue. So I'll throw those passes in here, and then we'll kind of go over that 1D table, and we'll see if we can get it to hold on the footbrake.
Racing to the finish line, seatbelt, fast whips, got a win in mind. See me when I skirt off, ain't no 10 in mine. Friends keep saying slow down, should've seen the signs. Riding down the dirt road, but we going, I don't know. God, please protect me, I'm halfway home. Take the wheel right now, I let go. Thinking about the ones to let go. I thought by now you forgive me. No, it's not easy forgiving. Found a new reason for living. Naysayers making noise, all I hear them say.
Alright, so a whole can of water wetter in here, and then we're going to just keep filling it with water. And then let it run. Get all the air out of it. And we have a clean funnel, so get that over here. Voila. Alright guys, I'm going to get this all filled up, wrapped up, and then we'll get to that two-step, that 1D table. So we're in advanced ICF up top, 1D tables. This is for our rev limiter. This is what I'm using, well, going to be using for the foot brake. A lot of people do this a lot of different ways. I kind of just move mine around a little bit. This was kind of in here before, but the previous owner's only pulling a couple degrees, which I don't think was helping much, if at all. Like I said, I'd like to get it to 3,000 RPM, but we'll see. We'll see what it does. The timing before, I mean around idle, it really doesn't matter, but then it's going to start pulling it as you get into the pedal. It's going to help hold the converter and the brakes and et cetera, so pulling power out of it, obviously. So yeah, it's pretty simple to do. You have your timing up top, your offset on the left, and then your RPM on the bottom. Obviously, I mean, if most of you guys watching this that are actually interested in how it works have messed with most of this shit before, you got to enable your table. I'm not going to, I probably won't go into inputs and outputs. That's a whole another deal. I'm sure there's a million other videos on YouTube on how to hook up your Holly. I don't like where the button is. Again, this is the previous owner location. How the hell did I get coolant on the center console? Well, this is the button right here. Definitely going to move it to the steering wheel at some point. But, yeah. So, yeah, I did put that water wetter in, switched to all water, and you can tell how that went. Really good. So yeah, I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I'm going to try that better fan. If that doesn't work, I don't know, I have a couple options of trying to fit a bigger one up front, or I move it to the back, which I still may consider. I'd rather not, because it's going to look retarded because I offset the turbo. Or maybe I'll just go crazy and sell the entire turbo kit and then build a set of twins or a big single and move it actually into the grill. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. Move the radiator to the back under the fuel cell. I mean, there's a couple options. But yeah, now let's get into seeing if we can get these brakes to hold. I'm going to throw a zip tie on that master cylinder and then I'll back it out and we'll see if we can get it to make some boost. So let's do it. Triple pump the brake here, get on this button, and see if we can make any boost without moving. That's the goal here. It almost got up on the chip. It got up to like 3,000 RPM and started moving. I'm going to try just moving the rev limiter down to 3,000 RPM. Because I mean 3,000, we'll see what it does on 3,000. Try that first and then we'll kind of check, see what we can do with the timing table. Got to go on the two-step, and now I get this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll have to diagnose that. Aside from that, there's something fucky going on wiring wise, because it doesn't want to idle sometimes. I don't know, something's fucky. It seems like a ground wire, but yeah, we'll kind of go over that data log quick, and then we'll wrap this video up. Just have to diagnose that wiring issue. I'm thinking first thing I'm going to do is put a ground off the head, because I don't think there's a single like actual big ground coming off this engine. So obviously it will go through motor mounts, but there's powder coat, freaking 18 layers of powder coat to go through, and then I don't know, you can probably get it through the bolt, but who knows how good that is. I really should put one on the head, so at least to get the engine itself to ground straight to the frame. So yeah, I'll work that out. There's not a whole lot to look over on this thing when it comes to wiring issues like that, so I'm really not not too worried about it. So yeah, aside from swapping that fan out, hoping that works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna do something else to make this thing work. So the data log looked good. It sat at, as soon as it got 3, I went wide open and it made, let's see here, how many pounds of boost did it make? So it made like 4.6. It did spike to 7 pounds though. Huh. It's kind of interesting. Allegedly, it spiked to 7 pounds. So yeah, I mean that's just a first rough deal here. I mean shit, if I could make it run 7 pounds, I honestly don't think I sat on it long enough. I'll have to review the footage. But it definitely could use some more fuel too. Maybe that would help. So yeah, we will get through this, and then when I get back, like I said, unfortunately for you guys, and I enjoy doing these videos and shit like that, so it sucks for me too, but I'll be gone for 2 weeks, so as soon as I get back, like I said, for the 8th time, I'm going to throw a fan on. We're going to get it on the 2-step again and make sure everything's right. I'm going to throw a ground on it. I got a new battery box coming, it's sitting there on the floor, I just haven't put it in yet. I'll probably pull these injectors and have them gone through by somebody. I noticed like this pipe looks rich, that pipe looks a little rich, and then this one over here, this one looks fucking really rich. So there's definitely some issues going on there, obviously, just by the color of the stainless. So I'd like to get the injectors checked over. It almost feels like it's got a dead pipe, but maybe that's just me being anal, but it feels like it's got a dead pipe. There's too much fuel in one pipe and it's not firing correctly, following the plug. I'm not entirely sure, but these are all little issues that us with this shit always deal with. So I'm gonna get through all of it right away when I get back, and then I'd like to make some races this damn summer, so hopefully make a little money with it, maybe do some street racing. So, but yeah, I'll take you guys along, of course. This thing, I'll probably get you guys on a ride along and see what else we can do with it. Yeah, we'll keep rolling with content as much as I have time. We went camping last weekend, so I've been busy. You guys know how it is. I mean, the summer, it's here, you wait for it, and then all of a sudden it's gone. So I'm gonna pick up a hood for this thing. I'm gonna have somebody wrap the hood and the bumper. And then I have the lip. The lip's gonna go on. Fog lights hole's gonna go on. This is that like fairing piece that I'm missing on this fender, which I might just get a new fender because that one's kind of dinged up. So yeah, I appreciate you guys again watching. I will keep you guys updated as soon as I get back, and yeah, subscribe, like, appreciate it. I got new merch if you guys haven't seen yet. I got a few different shirts, new hats with stainless patches on. Really nice hats. They're expensive, but really nice. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. See you guys later.